Hi friends, I am Vikas from LearnDreamSkill.com and you are welcome to the LearnDreamSkill.com. So today we are just going to discuss how we can set up the R and the R Studio in our environment. So like as you are just looking for to learn the R, that is why you are just watching this video. So like lots of us mainly ask these questions as well, like what is R, what is the R Studio? Should I learn the R Studio or should I learn the R? So most of us like will be aware about these, but if you are not aware, then you don't need to worry about that. So like if you are looking for to learn any data science software where you can just apply the data science and you can just process the data as well. So we are having most of the R softwares. So like SAS, R and the Python. And R is one of those. So if you have just decided to learn R, then let me just tell you how you can just go with that if you have just decided to learn that. So first thing is like we need to install the R into our system. So I'll just simply say go to Google and I'll simply say download R. So see right now we are having the version 4 and like we are having the windows, so we can just use the windows uh, option only by default. Otherwise we are having the various other options as well to download it, and you will just find uh, all the options here in this website itself. So we can just first continue with this. We will just download it. So it has just started downloading and it is just showing around 14 minutes. It is just decreasing. Yes. So let me just open one more tab and go to the Google and just download the R Studio. So it is just completed. We can just go to this link. So you will be just redirected here to this website. Then you just see RStudio Desktop, RStudio Desktop. It is just asking for money, and we are having the RStudio server as well, and RStudio Server Pro as well. So as you are just learning, you can just go with the RStudio Desktop, and you need to scroll down and you need to click here on the download. Then it is just asking like download RStudio for the Windows. So we will just click here. It is the latest version right now available. So it is also started downloading. It will just take around 13 seconds to download 150 MB, 8 seconds, 6 seconds. So it is about to download. So we have just downloaded both of the softwares, which I have just noted down here in the PowerPoint. Now we need to go to the download. So I am just pressing Windows and E key and click on the download. So you just see here we are having the R Studio and the R. So first we will just download the install the R. So it is just asking. So like if you are using the Windows 10, so it just asking using user control, account control. It just asks you like whether you want to install it or not. So I'll just say yes, then okay, then next, and then next. Then if you are having the 64-bit system, so just uncheck this. If you are having 32-bit system, uncheck this. Otherwise, whenever you will be exporting the Excel file, you will be just facing issue and you will not come to know what is the main issue and why it is just giving the error. Okay, so both of these versions start clashing with each other. So, like as per the current scenario, like all the systems are 64-bit, so you can just download this 64-bit system, uncheck the 32-bit files, and just say next. So mainly you need to say next, next, next. So it is just installing the R into my system. So R has been installed into my system. Now we can go to the start and we can just go down to check. So see here, we have got one folder new R and we can just open this. So it is the R console and R has been installed. So like if you just want to assign one variable, so we can either use equals to sign or we can use this arrow towards left. So 10, then we have assigned the value 10 to a variable, and if I just say a and enter, it will just show me the value. So this way we can just assign the simple variables, and these are the simple things. So like if you have just done the BTech or MTech, or I would say computer science degree, uh, then you may have mainly definitely you you have studied the C language. And what do we study in the C language? We study like how to create the variable, what is the object, and then what we learn? We learn like how we can print the prime number, odd even number, triangle. So do you think like are we having any usage of printing those prime number and the triangle in the company? So like whenever we are doing the engineering degree from lots of colleges, so they just teach this kind of I would say programming language only, and that is not going to benefit in any company. So that is why lots of us face issue as well. So if we just go to the various, I would say top one colleges, top two colleges, whether in India or abroad, why do they get the huge job, huge package? Because they don't run printing those prime number and the odd even, because nobody will just give you suppose 1 lakh rupees to 2 lakh rupees per month to print the prime number only. So we need to learn as per the actual scenario. And like if you just go to YouTube, you will just find simple this kind of tutorial only, like instructors are just teaching how to assign this variable, simple variable, like we just studied the C language in our engineering time. So what I just want to tell you is like we have just installed the R here, but it is not going to help us because this is the just a basic GUI. You just see here we are having one window only, and whatever object we are just creating. Suppose I just create B equals to because I'm just assigning this. So we don't know like how many objects we have created and which objects we are having created here. Like whenever we are working in any programming language, so we will require one editor. Editor means like wherever we will be just writing the code. Like if we just take an example of us, our life, real scenario. So how do we take the input? We take input by seeing everything. We just take input by listening everything. We take input by touching everything. So our hand, our eyes, our ears, these are like editor to us. Same way, whenever we are working in any programming language, we will just require one editor where we will be just typing the code and we will just instruct the programming language to perform some tasks. Okay, so we need some editor, and that is what we are having here in this R console. And once whatever objects we are just creating, so suppose you just take an example of your life as well. So like you are having lots of objects, you are having a cell phone, you are having your wallet as well with you, you are having watch as well, and everything, how you can just see everything, you have just aligned those as per your convenient. You just keep your phone on your desk, you are just using laptop, so you are just keeping your laptop in front of you, you are not keeping that in behind you. Okay, you are having the I would say mouse, so you just keep that with adjacent to the uh, your laptop. So same way, whatever objects we are having and we are working in, so those should be visible here clearly to us, and those are not clearly visible to us here in the R studio R console. So simply what I just want to say, we will not be using this I would say R GUI. We have installed it, now we will just close it, and I'll just okay, let me not close, I'll just show you how it is different. So now I will just install the R Studio as well. So mainly whenever we are working in the company, so we will require the editor as well, which just gives us the functionality and features to write our codes and manage our codes effectively. And that is why we just need the R Studio. So like if you are having any query like what should I learn, whether R Studio or the R, so it is not like you just learn the R Studio. R Studio is not the programming language, it is the editor. Okay, you will have to learn the R, but you will be just writing the R codes in the R Studio. Okay, because you have just seen here uh, editor of the R is not up to mark as it should be. Okay, so for that we will just use it has been installed. Now I just type the R Studio here. So you just see here, I'll just mark it, mainly pin it to the taskbar. So let me just show you. It is the R Studio. I just open it. So as I will just open it, so it will automatically detect like what R version I have installed in my system. So let's wait for it. So see here, we have R Studio open, and if you just come here, you can just see the version of the RStudio as well. So it is the version of the RStudio which we have installed. And you can just see, let me just close it. You can just see here, R version 4.0.0, which we have installed. Same version, see here. Okay. So RStudio has detected the R version, see here. Now whatever code we will just write or whatever we want to work in the R, we will just work here in the RStudio, not in this R. So you have just installed it, now you just close it and you will never open it in your life. Okay, because you will be just using this only. So this way we can just install the, I would say, R and the RStudio, and we just learn the R, and whatever code we just write in the RStudio. Okay, so RStudio is the editor for the R software. We can just say that way, that way. Now what I was just talking, like whenever we are working and we are just creating some variables, so how we can just see here. So you will just see we are having the four sections visible here. First one is the console. Second one is editor here. Then we are having the variable explorer here. Then we are having the packages. So you will be able to see all the files, folders in our system. Then plots. So whatever plot we will just create, those will be visible here. Then we are having the packages as well. Like whatever packages we have installed, we can just see here. Then in the help as well, if we just want to see any help, we can just see those helps here. And then we are having the viewer. We can just leave it for now. So let me just create one variable quickly so that I can just show you. So if you just see here, these are the editors. I can just write anything here and I can write anything here. So whenever, so it is the editor. So we will just use it to write the code. So as I was just, let me just open my R. So as I was just saying, A equals to 10. So it was just created. Same way we can just do here as well. We can press Control Shift and N to create new editor. Okay, and then I say A equals to 10, and I just select this and press Control and enter. So you just see here we have created one variable here which is the values, and you just see here A equals to 1. So this way we can just see that we have just created one variable with the name A and we are having the value 10, and that is what I was just saying. You will not keep your laptop back. You will just keep that, if you are working, you will just keep that in front of you. So whatever objects you are creating in the R, you should able to you should be able to see those. Same way, if I am just creating B equals to Vikas and I press Control and enter, you just see here B has been created and we are having the value as a Vikas here, which you cannot see here in the this R editor, which is the basic editor. Okay. And like whenever we have just installed the R, so R is by default R will just give you lots of functionalities, but it is not as I would say it will not give you as functionality as you require as per the company's project. So suppose whenever you just buy a new I would say LED TV, okay. So usually what we just get the 20-watt speaker, and if LED is costlier, then it can have, I would say, 50-watt speaker or 100-watt speaker, not more than that. Whereas if you just want to enjoy the Dolby Atmos sound, then how you will get? So for that you will have to buy a home theater with the Dolby Atmos enabled in that, and you will have to pay more money for that, and then you will just buy and you will just take that home theater into your home, and you will just plug that into your system, into your, I would say, LED TV. So now what you will enjoy, you will enjoy the very good music. You will be just, you mainly you would like to sit all the time with your LED TV and enjoy the, I would say, shows. So same way, if you are having the basic functionalities, you can just do those with the R. Whereas if you are having the advanced functionalities, definitely you will be requiring those as well, because whenever you will work in the company, you will not be implementing the basic thing. So definitely you will just require the advanced things, and for that you will have to install the libraries. So what I just want to tell you, just to summarize, R is the library based software. Okay, so whatever work you want to do, you just use the library, install the library and start doing the work. So it is as like we are having our, you can just compare the this scenario with your life. If you just want to listen music, you will just require music system. If you just want to watch shows, you will just require LED TV. If there is a hot and you want to feel cool, you will require AC. So these are the libraries for us, for our life. Okay, so same way, if you just want to import Excel file, so you will have to use this read XL library in this as. Otherwise, by default, you cannot import any Excel file into your R environment. By default, R will enable you to import only the CSV files. Let me just show you. I am just having this folder here. We are having the data with the CSV and this Excel as well format. So we are having data with two formats, CSV format and the Excel format. And let me just come here. So suppose if I just say here DF. So tables, as we just see, let me just show you first. Open. Let me close this and open it. So whenever you will just work in any company, you will just find this kind of data, which is there in the format of rows and column. Okay. So in the Excel format, we just say this as a data. If we are, we can just, if we are working in database, so we will just call this data as a table. So names are different everywhere. Okay. And if we are working in the R, we will just say this as a data frame. If we are working in SAS, we will just say this as a data set. Okay. So like whenever you just work in any project, you will just find the data this way. And we want to create the data frame. So that is why I was just writing DF in the short form, because I just want to create the data frame. Then if I just try to read the CSV, so you just see that it is not showing us suggestion as well. So in that case, you will have to mainly remember and fix everything into your mind. And let's go to the R, and I just say df equals to read dot. So see here it is just showing us the IntelliSense as well. So this is the I would say benefit of using the R Studio instead of using this R. Okay, so it is just showing you the IntelliSense. So if you just forgot the syntax, you can just remember it. Like I am also working since long time, I'm just having 15-year experience, whereas sometimes I also forget the syntax, because we are human being and nothing can be fixed into our mind. Whatever we are working on, we will be remembering. And if we are not working, suppose if I am not working since 2 months in the R, so I may forget the syntax, you also can forget. But if we are having the IntelliSense, it will just give us help, and we will be able to recall quickly. So I just say read.csv. Then what I will give the path of this folder here in the R Studio, and then I will give the data.csv. So whenever we are working in R, so either we just give slash two slash backward slash, or we give just one forward slash this way. This way we can just give it. Okay. Let me just zoom in. It will not zoom. So if it is smaller, let me just go to the tool and global option, and in the code display savings diagnose completion appearance. Yes, font editor. I'll just make it 14. Apply and OK. So see, we are having the more. Now it should be visible to you. Okay. So same code we can just run here in the this R environment as well. Let me just show you. So see, we didn't get any error. If I just say df, so it will just show data this way. See here how it is just showing. So it will just work mainly. It will just give you all functionalities, but not as you are looking for. So it is not as good as it is. So now let me just show you. Let me first import it here by pressing Ctrl and Enter. So now you just see here, we have just created one data as well. It is just saying we are having 51,290 OBS. OBS means records, and 24 variable. Variable means column. Okay. So I just double click, and you just see here, we are able to see data into the Excel format, kind of Excel format. And it is not looking as good as we just see the view here. It is not looking as good as it is just looking. So that is why we just use the R Studio. So we have imported the CSV file. And what I was just saying, R is the library based software. So you will have to import the libraries if you just want to do some advanced stuff in the R. And whenever you are hired in the company, so you will not be doing the basic stuff. You will have to do advanced stuff always. So how we can do that? So we don't want to import this file, because like it will depend based on client to client. So sometimes client will just share you the CSV files, sometimes will client will just share you the Excel file. So in that case, you will not say to client that please share Excel file, don't share the CSV file because I am not able to import that. Okay, that is your responsibility to import the format whatever client is just sharing. Okay, so how we can import that? So now I can just close it because we don't require it further. Okay, let's leave. I'll just show you one more thing. So to import the Excel file, I'll just say df underscore e equals to read dot c here. It is not showing any suggestion for the to import Excel file. So what I will do install dot packages, and then I will just give the name of the library which is used to import the Excel file. So this is the library which we can use to import the Excel file, and then I am just pressing Control and Enter. So it will just install the this library into the SAS environment. See, it has been installed. Now you will not have to install again and again. It is installed into your system and it has been attached to the R. So now to use this library, what you will have to do? You will have to say library, and you will just say read Excel. So I am not importing it. Let me first show you. I am writing read. So see suggestion here. It is not showing any suggestion for the read Excel. Okay. So as we have just imported it, so it is just showing we have installed it. So now it has started showing, but it has been not it has not been imported. So let me just try to read this file and show you whether it will just import or not. XLSX. See here, it is just giving us error because we have not imported this library. We have installed, but we will have to import this library as well. Okay. So that is what I just wanted to tell you. Read underscore Excel. So you just see here, it is just showing you the package as well, package name. This option is available there under the read underscore Excel. So to run this code, you will have to first import it. Okay. So I'm just selecting, or you can just make you can take your cursor anywhere and press Control and Enter. So this way you will just see it will just attach. So this has been attached. We haven't got any error. And this time, if I will just run this, you will just see one data frame created here. I'm just pressing Control and Enter. See here, it has been imported. So this way we have imported our Excel file. Okay, so that is how we can import Excel file as well, although R is not having this functionality. So let me just copy this code and come here into the R and run this. So see, it is just giving us error. And if I just say library read Excel and up arrow and run this, so this time it will not give you error. See, we haven't got any error this way because in this R session as well, this library has been imported. So what I just want to tell you now, this you have installed, so you can just take it out and you just close R session. Let me just close it. And now let me just close this as well. I don't want to save it. Open R session again. You just see we are having this path. So I just try to run it. it will again not run. So what you will have to do, you will have to import library. You don't need to install that because you have already installed that, but you will have to import that. Then you just run this code to import, and you will just see your data frame has been created here. So that is how we work in the R, and it is quite good. uh, I would say solution to work Excel. Let me just show you the plot as well. Auto plot and df underscore e dollar sales. So auto plot will no, we will not be able to create plot. So see here. So as I just ran the plot here, so see here, we are able to see the plot. So that is what I was just saying. So whatever code you run, if you are having any error, so code will just show you the error here. Okay. If you are not having any error, code will just show you code ran successfully. Whatever object you will just create with the help of the code, you will just be able to see code here. If you are just running any report or plot or chart, you will be able to see here. Same way, if we just open the R, and let me just come here, copy this and run this here. So library has been installed in, I would say, imported, paste it this, and now let me just run the plot. So see, whenever you will just run the plot, you will just get different window open. So see here, here we will be able to see this way, whereas here it will just open the new window. You can just close it and you will be able to write code again here. Okay. So that is what I just wanted to tell you. Now you should be uh, clear about R, and you should not have any question about like whether you should learn the R or the R Studio. So simple answer to this question is you should learn the R, and R Studio is the editor to write the R codes. And I have just told you that as well, like R is the library based software. So whatever we just want to do, we will have to install the libraries in the R, and basic functionalities will be available without installing the library as well. Let me just show you that as well. So I'm just closing so that you just see we have not imported this. Don't save and open the R session again. I just want to show you the basic functionality quickly. So if I just try to import this, it will not import. So I am just importing the CSV. It has imported. So suppose I just want to subset data. I want to take only one column. So see, df dollar, then you can just give the column name, whatever column we are having, and it will just show you that column only. See here, these are the values in the df and segment column. So if we just open the Excel file, Excel or CSV, whatever we are having, you can just see segment column. See here, what we are having. We are having the consumer, corporate, and this home office. So same way, you can just see here, we are having the corporate, consumer. So this way you can just see the values. And suppose if we just want to take the sum of the sales, so we just select this value, you are able to see the sum this way. So we can just run these operations as well here in the R quickly. So I'll just say df dollar and sales dot sum, and control enter, so it just gave me error. See, so we are able to get the same value as we are getting here, 12 64 25 02. See here in the Excel, 12 64 25 01.91. So it will just, if we just round off it without any decimal, this one will become 2. So same way we are getting here as well. And same operation you can just perform in the RStudio. Let me just copy this code and run in the RStudio. So are we having the DF? So we will just close this and we will just open it as well quickly. So I'm just showing you only the RStudio, and after that you don't open it because you will be just able to do everything in the RStudio itself. It has been imported, then I am just saying sum of df dollar sales. See here, we are getting the sum here as well. So we are getting everything here. But if we just run here, it is the console. So if we are running some function formula, we will just get here. If we are running any plot, so we will be able to see in the plot. If we are just creating any object, we will be able to see here. And we will be able to run or write any code here. Okay, so that is what I just wanted to tell you about the RStudio. Now I'll just say thank you for watching the video, and you can just subscribe or add any comment if you just want to ask any query about anything, CSR, Python, machine learning, time series forecasting, Tableau, Power BI. And I wish you happy learning. Keep watching more videos. Goodbye, guys.